EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the rugged Pacific coast of Oregon, it's opening round coverage of the Pacific Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get off to a hot start and maybe make an early move up the AM leaderboard. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. So now from just 76 yards away, here's his second. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
This has a little bit of uphill to it, working back to the right at the end.
That might have been a little more break than he was expecting as that one winds up undercutting the hole. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll stay at even par. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. That finished off for par here at the second, and he'll stay at level par. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in 2, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. I'm not sure he got every bit of that three-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. Seven feet now for birdie. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. Up next, we come to the par 4 fourth hole, which measures out at 443 yards. Beware that the rough is thick if you miss here, but a well-placed drive rewards you with our first real look at the Pacific, as you'll see that big expanse of blue and start to hear the crashing waves below.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
So from the rough, Iona's down there.
139 left to the flag. Wind into the face, so you'll definitely need to account for that.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
He might like this one. He might really like it. How did that stay out, Frank?
Did everything but go in.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain right where he is. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 fifth. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. A lot to worry about here as he digs in for his second.
After the tee shot found the bunker, I was dreading this. Bunker to bunker.
I imagine he's seen enough of the sand here. Now his third. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the fifth, and he'll stay right where he is. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 sixth. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. That is not the spot to be. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3.
That rough is obviously much thicker than we were all expecting this week. Consequently, took a lot of speed off that shot.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the sixth, and he'll stay at 1 over. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day one.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly. Tomorrow, important round.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Pacific Northwest and Bandon Dunes Golf Resort, live second-round coverage of the Pacific Championship. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Davis Riley is on top. He's at 6 under par. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. And that'll do just fine. A dead-on look here for birdie. Oh my, that singes the right edge, but doesn't go down. So that's in for par to start this backside, and he'll remain at 1 under par. The 11th here at Bandon Dunes at 452 yards, a par 4. The putt bunker left of the fairway is the main concern on the tee shot. From there, an uphill second takes you to a green that slopes away and back toward the ocean beyond.
Excellent.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Staring at 142 to the hole, player has to contend with this left to right breeze.
That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
15 feet away. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he moves it to 2 under par. They make their par 3s long here at Bandon Dunes. This one, the 12th, measures out at 238 yards. This one at least is slightly downhill. Areas of concern include that putt bunker short and left, and then the thicker stuff that comes into play if you knock it over the back. Some green to work with as he'll try and lift this one out. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll stay at 2 under. We come now to the 13th, a 553-yard par 5. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill flyer lie or a tough downhill shot to contend with. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows? If you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing well and sort of not struggling, but just mediocre. Putt goes in here or there. That could easily change tomorrow. Make a couple of birdies early, pop a long one in, and all of a sudden you're off and running.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From picturesque Bandon Dunes on the Pacific coast of Oregon, it's live third-round coverage of the Pacific Championship. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. The Stanford man, Maverick McNeely, is our leader. He's got it to 14 under par. We get out to the play at the par 3 6th. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. That's well done. He's able to save his par, and he'll stay at 7 under. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7th. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. We know he can move it. That ball was absolutely bombed. Now comes the touch shot, 83, 84 yards. See if he can play that 2-check skipper and get it to stop.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
Oh, right by the hole. The longer putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. The 8th hole here at Bandon takes us back toward the ocean. It's a par 4 at 385 yards, so it's not a long one. If you can successfully navigate or bomb it over those 2 fairway bunkers, you could leave yourself with not much more than 50 yards or so for your approach. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Second shot. Good look at the green.
A little long as we can see and a little to the right, but it's still makeable if you hit a good one.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And players have an option to take less break by increasing the speed here.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5 9th topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certain not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yes, well done to get it in close, and then that finished off for a birdie here at the par 5. The backside begins here with the par 4 10th hole at 380 yards. The big hitters will feel like they can get it down there pretty close. An approach from the right side might be a bit shorter, but you'll get a better angle if you come at it from the left. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin. That will be no bargain in there.
It might look risky on the outside, choosing the flop shot, but when you see that ball lying in the heavy rough, it's a great decision. Got it in there nice and close too.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll remain right where he is. So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich. If anything better than that, maybe leader takes a stumble. You can't control that, but at least get out there tomorrow, shoot as low as you can.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast
I know. Man face palming.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Bandon Dunes on the central coast of Oregon, it's live final round coverage of the Pacific Championship. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. The Stanford man, Maverick McNeely, is our leader. He leads the pack at 17 under. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Get up. Get there. Oh, never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie. And he'll move to 11 under par. 4 holes to go as we come to the par 3 15th, measuring at 206 yards. Best to avoid the short right bunker, which is the deepest on the golf course.
Nice.
Putting one in the center of this plateaued green is not a bad play here. Okay, that one pin high off to the right and a reasonable look at birdie coming up.
Thank you.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16th. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present Bandon Dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. This one working up the right side. And that will do just fine. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4.
And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position in the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he gets it to 12 under par. A lot of these holes here at Bandon Dunes have big, wide landing areas. That is not the case here at the par 4 17. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. So after a well-placed drive, this his second from short range. Okay, not too bad there. Chance now for another birdie. Yes, some good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdies at 16 and 17. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. So now it's on to the 18th here at Bandon Dunes. The fog's starting to thicken up a bit as we reach this 558-yard par 5. The big key is avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie or maybe even an eagle. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Set up in the fairway, 200 yards from here. It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 the second, and you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. A 4-footer here for birdie. You betcha. Birdies at 16, 17, and 18 to wrap things up. And that means this will be a final round. 65. So, Frank, not quite enough to get the job done in the end, but I think you'd agree titles are nice, but if you can rack up top 5 finishes, you're going to do just fine.
Especially when you have a strong field like we saw today. So I think top 5, certainly give yourself a pat on the back.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich. EA Sports and the International Federation of PGA Tours are proud to present a World Golf Championship. From Chambers Bay Golf Course, just outside Tacoma, Washington, it's first round coverage of the EA Sports Championship. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. Seamus Power, the Irishman, is the leader. He's off to a 4-under start. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And he let quite a few opportunities slip through the cracks on the front side, so he'd love to take advantage here.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Well, here we are at the 11th. Frank, this is a brutally long par 4.
And a little bit blind, too. There's that big dune in the middle of the fairway, and it's sort of a bit daunting. You're not quite sure what's behind that. Well, what is behind that is actually fairway. And just carry it over there. That'll certainly shorten the hole up. And then from there, it's a little bit of a dogleg to the right.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow-through, and a good start to this hole. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
And he let quite a few opportunities slip through the cracks on the front side, so he'd love to take advantage here.
Nope.
Yeah, that was maybe a little overcautious. I bet he'd like that one again.
So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
And this ball absolutely piped. It is right down the middle. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range.
That's the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. You get a simple little chip, you knock it close, and looks like another birdie.
Oh, man, that's giving that way too much respect. That hardly moved at all. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain right where he is. Now at the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, this one bends to the right, par 4.
It doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a central bunker that sort of protects the front middle of this green. You can go in left of that or right of that, but this is a beefy par 4. 4 on the card, and you are not losing ground.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. some good work there. Able to hold the elevated green and now has a good look at birdie. Well played. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. Frank, this is the 5th par 4 in a row, and they're not easy. This one here at 14, really a daunting tee shot.
It is. That's why it's called Cape Fair. A true Cape hole in golf, Rich, is when you've got to decide how much you want to bite off when you hit across a slight dogleg. And this one, really, you're going to be rewarded the further left you can go. There is one little bunker in the middle of the fairway that you have to avoid. That's going to be 320 or so yards off the tee. This hole, 546 yards, you're going to see a variety of second shots, or the length of second shots here, determined purely by the bravery of the tee shot.
Frank, what do you want to do with the approach here at the 14th?
Just use that, the mounding that's sort of supplied there in front of you, the right side of the screen, maybe kick it towards it. There is a, sort of runoff area to the left, but then all of a sudden you're in the sand. So keep the ball slightly right of center.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay at even par. Frank, normally on a golf course, you don't want to spend too much time in the trees, with the trees, around the trees. But part of me wants to go up and hug this tree because he's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hugger, Rich, I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make three.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par.
Where is Tiger Woods at? Well, now rolling on the floor laughing.
Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own game.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.
Mao. He is licensed with the other golf game 2K23.
EA Sports and the International Federation of PGA Tours are proud to present a World Golf Championship. Today from Chambers Bay in Washington, live second round coverage of the EA Sports Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader is Tony Finau. He's at 6 under par. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. All right, Frank, how would you break down this approach shot here at the first at Chambers Bay?
Well, Rich, it's partially blind, so you've really got to fixate on the exact point that you want to aim at. That's one of the beauties of this golf course. So maybe even just have a little look and make sure you know that line, because once that ball hits the ground, the natural contours are going to take it in a certain direction. So really fixate on that line. And first iron shot of the day, and absolutely pipes it.
A straightforward look here for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And following the opening 69, he'll get it to 1 under for his round here. Now at the second and a medium length par 4, Frank.
Yeah, a slight dogleg to the left, rather long, skinny green here, well bunkered all the way down the left side. Really anything down the right, and the natural contours of the land should kick that ball a little to the left.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Just going to sneak on by. That finished off for par here at the second, and he'll stay right where he is. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
I mean, this is a clinic in how to play the game. Just keep everything hole high, give yourself a look for birdie, and that's what he'll have coming up. This from about 10 feet.
Tiger was with this game for years. I got every one of them. He was awesome. Watched him every time he played flag and hole.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, here on the fourth tee, you get a good look, don't you, at what Chambers Bay really is all about.
It's framed beautifully, Rich, by the bunkers there, left, short, off the tee, plus the ones down the right side. You can see everything in front of you, but the hole does bend to the right. This is another one where you've got a generous fairway, but don't be fooled by that. It's fairway first.
Tough par 4 measuring 495 yards. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
He's got 135 yards to the front, 160 to the hole, pin all the way on the right.
No, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
This is a 19-foot putt. got it there, but not quite on target.
Well, coming down the slope, you think you'd carry a little bit more speed, but surprisingly comes up short.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll stay at -3. So remember, no cut here in this event. Our featured golfer with work to do over the weekend to try and claim this EA Sports Championship.
There isn't a cut, but it is a very high-quality field, so in the end, you're still going to have to play your best golf this week.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notabegay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone. EA Sports and the International Federation of PGA Tours are proud to present a World Golf Championship. Today from the Pacific Northwest and Chambers Bay Golf Course, live third-round coverage of the EA Sports Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Notabegay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. On top, it's Tony Finau. He's currently at 8 under. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
A very conservative approach shot. It's a safe side of the green, but as we can all attest, a long way from the hole.
Just 5 feet left. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
2, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
Well, this looks really good. Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. Nope. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain right where he is. Thirteenth hole now. It's a dogleg right, par 4. Frank?
But at 534 yards, you need an eagle eye, which is the name of the hole, to find exactly where you want to hit this. Doglegs to the right. There is a fairway that's plenty wide to accept a good tee shot. And then from there on in, it's actually a relatively straightforward second shot, providing you can miss that bunker that's just short in the middle of the green.
Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. How good are these players? Lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay. And by this point, the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from. Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, this has got a good chance because we're going slightly up a hill with just a little bit of break. Makeable.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. At last, Frank, a break from those long par fours. We just played 5 par fours in a row. Now the par 3 15th.
And also, as you can see in the distance, you can actually see a tree, one of the few that are on the golf course. Hence the name of 15, it's called Lone Fir. Not overly long, just a little short hole. But in a US Open, obviously they can play it at around 250 yards. It's just a fun par 3. But check where that flag is, because sometimes 3 is a good score here. But an easy flag position, then go straight at it.
SMH.
That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And that's going to drop him to 2 under. Frank, this was supposed to be moving day for our featured golfer, but instead they were moving in the wrong direction and over par.
Nauseated face vomiting.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, they went in reverse way too quick. Only one person wins every week. We know that. So there's going to be people that play average, people that play bad. I think there's just a week.
That was horrible.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.
It was.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Chambers Bay Golf Course just outside Tacoma, Washington, it's the final round of the EA Sports Championship. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner as you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon. Denny McCarthy is the leader. He currently sits at 12 under par. Let's head out to the course and pick things up at the par 3 15. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And a dead straight look here, very little break, just has to get it on line.
Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And that puts him at 2 under for his round, 4 under for the tournament. Now to the par 4, 423 yards, 16th hole. What's the right play, Frank?
Fairway first once again. You'll see the slope of the fairway from the left to the right side. It means move your aim down that left side. It'll make this fairway appear that much bigger. And, of course, then when you hit into this green, you're really going to have to flight that second shot properly. This is like a tabletop green.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway.
Woot woot.
A back right hole location here as he gets set for his second to the par 4.
Rich, I thought this was going to be a tough shot. Pin at the back of the green, but total disdain. Threw it all the way back there.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And he'll move now to 5 under par. Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par 3, the 17th, 218 yards. All sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
Well, if you weren't beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3. You can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of US Open.
Okay, safely aboard. So now this, right around 25 feet for birdie. That one just going to sneak on by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll stay at 5 under. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realise that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department in your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Okay, that's acceptable there. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. And this will be a strong final round score of 67. So, Frank, I'll tell you what, those were 18 demanding holes. I've got to think our golfer is both physically and emotionally drained after that one.
Yeah, certainly. When you add up the shots that are hit, 3 seconds ahead, it doesn't seem like much, but it's all the mental anguish, planning the shot out, the time in between. Can you stay in the moment? Because if you just slip, one little slip, it just multiplies.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island, we bring you first-round coverage of the Carolina Open. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. The 7th at 579 yards, par 5. Bunker will be on the mind throughout. First, you'll need to avoid one off the tee. Next, you'll need to avoid the long strip that hugs the left side of the fairway on your second. And for good measure, a moat of sand encircles the area left and beyond the green. So out to the action we go as we join the play on the tee at the par 5 7th hole. That's it. 2 solid shots right there, Frank.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5, comfortably on for 2.
So after reaching this green in 2, this a sizable putt for an eagle. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. Second par 3 here on the front side. Frank, would you be happy walking off here with a 3? Or are you getting a little greedy here?
Hey, always greedy, but in the end, I'd certainly take a 3 more days than most. When you look at this green, just have another look and see the angle of it. The green actually angles to the right at about a 30-degree angle. That's actually what tricks most people out when they misread the wind.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
Just has to get the ball started, and it will work back to the right and toward the hole.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain at 1 under par. The final hole on this front side is a right-to-left par 4 at 514 yards. A lone putt bunker right off the tee must be avoided, and most players will be left with a mid to long iron into a green with more than its share of humps and hollows. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Second shot now, it has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub. Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. 15 feet away. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Through 9 holes, good time to take a deep breath and look out at that spectacular panorama, which this tee does allow you to do, Frank, is it sits right atop a sand dune. It's really pretty.
It is, and it's another hole that still goes in that westerly direction. When you look down at this fairway, you have to respect the right side. Right side is a complete and utter no-no. That's where all the big numbers come. So if you're going to err a little on the left side. The hole does open up. Second shot's going to have to be played across the bunker, but this par 4 gets your attention to start the back nine.
Gonna have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker.
Ha ha.
Well, I know I'm paid to talk.
But there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot.
Oh, and a shot in the arm there to start the second nine. That's in for par here at 10. And he'll stay right where he is. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to get, further away.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island, it's live second-round coverage of the Carolina Open. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. Yeah, good swing and a good result as that is safely into the fairway. Now, from just under 170 out, this is second.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
We turn to Notable Gay III for this look at birdie.
And a glassy look to this putt as it works downhill with right to left in it.
just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he's going to stay 2 back. So, Frank, here we are, the first par 3 on the golf course. And what do you make of this 5th hole?
It's really 2 holes, Rich. When the flag is on the left, it's basically one green, and when the flag's on the right, it's effectively another type of a golf shot. This green is actually 40 yards wide and separated with that little faint ridge in the middle.
That one safely on the putting surface. An outside look here for birdie. Got it there, but not quite on target. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. The first of 8 straight holes heading due west is here at the par 4 6th, 490 yards. It's a slight dogleg to the left, but if you can avoid the waist area running down that left side, that makes birdie a good possibility. All right, in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. And how about that for a nice approach from way out? That one finds the green with a birdie putt on tap. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay at 2 under. Second par 5 here on the front side, Frank. If you don't make 4 here, I think you're losing ground to the field.
I'd agree with you, Rich. The biggest thing here is just a solid tee shot because it's going to be within reach with a good tee shot. If you didn't hit your best, then you have to be careful with those trees up on the right side by the green. I've caught a few people out over the years.
As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Look here at birdie.
And an ideal look here, just moving slightly to the left.
Nope. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. They say long is rarely a good miss at the Ocean course. Never is that more evident than here at the par 3-8. It is another elevated green where anything that skips over the back will leave a semi-blind shot out of a deep waist area. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now chipping up to the putting surface for this, his second shot. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay right where he is. Hole number 9 here at the Ocean course is a long par 4 at a robust 514 yards. Flat lies difficult to find anywhere from the rolling fairway to the undulating green. A 4, that's a great way to finish out this front side. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Noted this for birdie.
And this is pretty flat all the way. I don't think there's much in it at all.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right. Rich, get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could make it extremely exciting come Sunday.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the ocean course at Kiawah Island Golf Resort, live third-round coverage of the Carolina Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Brendan Todd is your leader. He's at 9 under. So out to the action we go as we join the play on the tee at the par 5 7th hole. And this a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Eight feet now for birdie. No, that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain at 4 under. Second par 3 here on the front side, the 8th. Frank, it appears to be relatively simple, but I'm guessing there's a little more to it.
There certainly is. You've got to respect the back of the screen on this par 3. Anything over the back is almost an automatic bogey. And also there's a faint ridge in the screen, a good 12, 13 paces on. Once the ball gets beyond that in the air, it's going to scoot towards the back of the green. So it might look simple. Give it another thought.
You don't just hit the shot sometimes, you maneuver it, and that's a really good example right there. Beautifully executed. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. Will certainly help the cause. The final hole on this front side is a right-to-left par 4 at 514 yards. A lone pot bunker right off the tee must be avoided, and most players will be left with a mid to long iron into a green with more than its share of humps and hollows. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. How good are these players? It lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green. This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, hello there. Never mind leaving the approach short when you can do that. What a putt there, and it is in for a birdie. Here we go, making the turn, par 4, 10th hole. And Frank, what's in front of the player right now?
I prefer to see this hole, Rich, as a slight dogleg left to right. Then that way it takes out the temptation to mess around with that right side. Nothing wrong with hitting a little left of center. The hole will still open up. I know I've got to hit it across the bunker, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, baby. Thank you.
Beautiful swing, near perfect.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
133 yards to the front of the green. 140 yards to get you to the flag. And the pin on the front portion.
This one's looking good.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast, just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It's a good shot.
This now 7 feet for his birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And that's going to get him to 1 under for the round and 7 under now for the tournament. Not much is straightforward here at the Ocean Course. This 11th is proof positive of that at a stout 593 yards. A handful of half-moon bunkers right are what to avoid on your tee shot, but even with a drive in the fairway, a couple of devilishly placed putt bunkers up near the hole have been known to give golfers fits. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, it did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
So now eyeing this one for birdie. Oh, everything going right now. That a fourth consecutive birdie. And he gets it to 2 under for today's round and 8 under for the tournament. I mean, this has been a captivating tournament so far. And our featured golfer, just a shot back heading into Sunday's final round. It's going to be exciting, Frank.
It certainly will be, Rich. One of the greatest players of all time, Ben Hogan, used to say, and I don't know why, I would rather be one behind than one in front.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Kiawah Island, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina, live final round coverage of the Carolina Open. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Brendan Todd is your leader. He's at 11 under. Let's get right into the action, starting with the par 3 14th. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Frank, how hard is the up and down from this spot?
Rich, the numbers don't lie. The best players in the world barely get it up and down 50% of the time from here. So that's the odds. Don't think they're stacked in your favor.
Now a 7-footer.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll remain at 6 under par. On to the 15th, a par 4 at 466 yards. Plenty of room in the fairway off the tee, making this definitely a second shot hole. Because trust me, you do not want to miss left and find yourself in a waste area you need a ladder to get in and out of. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
He's in a good spot, 126 yards left to the flag. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
Here we go.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and jack. Well played.
And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And he'll make a little headway there, but still trailing by 4 with 3 holes left to play. Final par 5 of the day here at the Ocean Course is the 16th. Frank, this was a pivotal hole down the stretch at the 2021 PGA Championship.
It certainly was reachable in the right conditions, but you look at that fairway, even though it's wide, it's split in 2 sections. The right side is the flat side and the top side. The left side of this fairway, it all runs down to the hill. Got to be a little lucky, but good looking hole. That green sitting up on the top of the hill as well with huge sandy area on the left. So if anything, just respect the right side when you're coming into this par 5 green. But remember, you are playing a great par 5. Two shots around this green is always good. Now, for a little Sevier-esque, perhaps a third shot on this par 5, get one close, maybe make 4.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay at 7 under. Now to one of the most famous holes in recent major championship golf, the 17th, the par 3. And Frank, I don't want to plant seeds of doubt, but when I stare at this hole with the water, I'm thinking about disaster and calamity. It's all right there, isn't it?
It's all happened here, Rich. This hole has a memory. The first time we ever saw it on TV was in the 1991 Ryder Cup, and it was the deciding hole. So many of the best players in the world actually found water. For example, even just this finish. Remember Colin Montgomery playing Mark Calcavecchia? Colin Montgomery finished bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey, and won all 4 holes. But this one, you just try and survive.
And that one not quite able to hold the green. It's going to trickle over just by a foot or so. Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. It's always fun, isn't it, to play a hole that oozes history. This 18th has it all. Go back to the 1991 Ryder Cup, and then the wild scene, the finish, the 2021 PGA Championship. That will do just fine. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for his second. Got to at least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, safely in for his par at 18. That'll be a final round score of 73. So, Frank, not quite enough to get the job done in the end, but I think you'd agree. Titles are nice, but if you can rack up top 5 finishes, you're going to do just fine.
Especially when you have a strong field like we saw today. So I think top 5, certainly give yourself a pat on the back.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.
What is it about this parcel of land, set deep amongst the Georgia pines, that draws us in so? Is it the beauty? Is it the color? Is it the sound and the breezes? Is it the history? It's all of that. Everything together makes this place special. This is Augusta National. This is the Masters.
Now, earlier this morning, one of the Masters' cherished traditions, the honorary starters out there to get the tournament underway. Golf's preeminent global ambassador, Gary Player, a three-time Masters champion, got him started and finished with that classic leg kick. Jack Nicklaus, of course, six-time Masters tournament winner, one of the game's greatest icons, synonymous with Augusta National. And Tom Watson, Masters champion in 1977 and 1981. I can tell you that all three, not surprisingly, knocked it in the fairway to the delight of the patrons assembled. It was then that the Masters tournament was officially declared underway. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, we begin this annual rite of spring amongst the blossoming azaleas and dogwoods, live opening round coverage of this tradition that is truly unlike any other. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
144 left to the hole. The pin is stuck in the front right section of the green.
Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection, poor execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. We move now to the 8th here at Augusta. This is an uphill 570-yard par 5. Avoid the fairway bunker off the tee, and reaching into is definitely a possibility. And that one's going to hit hard. Get a little bit of run out, and that is going to wind up just fine. But just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Nine feet left here for birdie. Now, that's a good opportunity, unfulfilled. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain at 2 over par. We wrap up the first 9 with the tough 460-yard par 4, known for a treacherous 3-tiered green that slopes sharply from back to front. Approach shots here that don't have enough carry could also wind up rolling a good 30, 40 yards or so back down the hill. Yeah, that is a wonderful tee shot, right where you want to be here at hole number 9. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Just a flick left. 123 is the number. Pin smack bang in the middle.
Oh dear, is that going to get up? No, it will not. And goodbye. That's going to roll a mile all the way off the front of this green.
Straightforward pitch shot here, 35 yards.
Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. You expect nothing less from the man ranked number 1 in the FedEx Cup rankings. A great putt there to save his par. Start of the second 9 here at Augusta National is also the start of a difficult stretch. These 2 par 4s, 10 and 11, all you want, and then you get up to that challenging little par 3, 12. Is starting up the right side. Oh, that is perfectly placed. Watch this one go. Catches the slope of this 10th fairway. And it's going to be a beautiful tee shot to begin this second 9. From a bit of a downslope here, his second to the par 4.
Came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back nine. We move along to hole number 11 here at Augusta National, now at 520 yards, a par 4. This tee box shifted a bit to the left in 2022, which lengthened the hole a good 15 yards, so that now navigating a tee shot down the right side brings more risk into play. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Water left and long. This is second at 11. This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. So that brushed in for a par here at 11, and he'll stay at level par. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own game.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, live second-round coverage of the season's first, and many say most coveted, major championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Victor Hovland is the leader. He shows the way at 7 under. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11. Amen Corner officially begins now. His second at hole number 11. Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11. And that's going to be good enough to keep him just inside the cut line here in round 2. Welcome to the 155-yard par 3 12th. Maybe the most famous par 3 in the world. Hogan's Bridge, Rays Creek. You're familiar with all the names. A bunker in front of the green and 2 behind. Club selection and trying best as you can to gauge the wind, absolutely critical. Oh, this doesn't look promising. Uh-oh, that comes up short. That needs to hold on. But alas, it will not. Runs back into the creek, short of this 12th green. Okay, so now after the drop and the penalty stroke, this will become his 3rd shot now at the par 3. Okay, that'll mitigate things a little. It is still a double bogey, though, here at the par 3. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. On now to hole number 13, the iconic par 5 Azalea. This hole had some modifications made to it prior to the 2023 Masters that added 35 yards of length to stretch out a new total of 545 yards. So what had traditionally been the easiest hole on the course now has a new challenge to it as players decide on their 2nd shot whether to risk carrying that tributary to Rays Creek that frames the front of this green. Oh, what a shot, Frank. I mean, this is one you think about at the start of the round. The 2nd at the par 5 13th at Augusta National, and that's how you draw it up.
To get it off that uneven line, carry Rays Creek and hit it on that skinny little piece of grass. What a great 2nd shot.
Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And that's a step in the right direction, but he is not through to the weekend yet, as he is currently right on the cut line. This 14th hole at 440 yards is a good one. The real challenge here is the green. 2-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw considered this to be one of the most difficult in golf. And that a good shot up the hill and into the fairway at 14. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Under 53 yards left to the hole. Pin is in the left back portion of the green.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
15 feet away. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And that could be an important one as he'll move a couple shots clear of the cut line. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing well and sort of not struggling, but just mediocre. Putt goes in here or there. That could easily change tomorrow. Make a couple of birdies early, pop a long one in, and all of a sudden you're off and running.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, it's live third-round coverage of this, the season's first major championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. On top is the Norwegian, Victor Hovland. He's at 9 under. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. In the fairway, it's lying nicely, and 180 yards left. This from 7 feet. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay at 1 over. Moving on to the 575-yard par 5 second at Augusta National. One of 2 par 5s on this first 9. Reachable in 2 for many in the field, but the green is protected by large, deep bunkers. Oh, no. Yeah, that ball never on line. Comes into contact with the leaves and the branches and just nowhere for it to go except into the hazard. So the decision made to re-tee it, and now this will be the 3rd shot here on this hole. Yeah, much better there. No questioning whether this
you know
is
can do better
inbounds.
than
It is
that.
right there in the fairway. Yeah, that's a good putt, though it is for bogey here at the second. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Onward now to the classic 350-yard par 4 3rd hole here at Augusta National. Best probably to hit short of the 4 fairway bunkers and then have a full shot into this green, which slopes right to left. Good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway. So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the 3rd. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to the fourth, an excellent par 3. This requires a solid, pure strike. You can't fake it on this hole, and you're happy to walk away with 3. Next up, the stout par 3 fourth here at Augusta National, measuring 240 yards. Middle to long iron is the play here, but accuracy is key with the 2 bunkers protecting the front of that green. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this putt's going to want to go left all day long. It's back up the slope as well.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll stay right where he is. Inspired by the road hole at the old course at St. Andrews, the 495-yard par 4 fifth. This an excellent par 4, second longest at Augusta National. Uphill slightly and dogleg to the left. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. And that will run all the way through the green and into the back bunker here at hole number 5. Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away.
Now a 7-footer.
Oh, boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And he'll slide a bit further here to 7 over par. Frank, this was supposed to be moving day for our featured golfer, but instead they were moving in the wrong direction and over par round.
Yeah, actually, you just took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, they went in reverse way too quick. Only one person wins every week. We know that. So there's going to be people that play average, people that play bad. I think there's just a week maybe to forget.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports.
Sunday at Augusta. 3 simple words that bring to mind those timeless images of yesteryear. And what lies in store today? What decisions to be made? What putts to agonize over? What roars will echo and reverberate through the second nine? And who will be left standing in the twilight, trophy aloft, sporting a new green jacket? This is the final round of the Masters.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today could be a coronation in the world of golf, a champion crowned, a green jacket awarded, and enough memories created to last a lifetime. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top here at 10 under par. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10. What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And he'll get one back as that score moves to 8 over. On now to the second hardest hole in Masters history, the 520-yard par 4-11. It's been noted that the great Bobby Jones always wanted there to be a wide gap between a good tee shot and a bad one. Thus, in keeping with that spirit, this hole was lengthened 15 yards back in 2022. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Now one of the tougher second shots in golf, the second here at 11. How good are these players? Lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green. Yeah, that's really well done. From that distance, you'll take it every time. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain 8 over for the tournament. Well, nowhere on this golf course are the colors more vibrant than right here. Hole number 12. So easy on the eyes. So much harder is figuring the mysterious winds. The answers lie somewhere near the top of those towering pines that kiss the Georgia sky. Augusta's beguiling beauty. Golden Bell. Okay, that one's dancing. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is one you'd expect to make more often than not. Not too much undulation, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. Hole number 13. This is regarded by most as the greatest par 5 in the world. Why? The risk-reward that's involved and all the history that's been written here at this wonderful hole. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Frank, you know you've been in the spot. It is one of the most anticipated shots in the entire sport. The second at 13 at Augusta National. How do you do with that one?
That was great, Rich. This is the most famous par 5 in the world. One of the reasons why, too, not just the dogleg left that the hole presents, but the uneven lie for the second shot. That had to be hit good, and was indeed.
Four feet, all that's left for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he'll gain a little ground as he moves to 7 over. On to the 440-yard par 4 14th, the only hole at Augusta National without a single bunker. The terraced green is the challenge here. This 14th hole at 440 yards is a good one. The real challenge here is the green. Two-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw considered this to be one of the most difficult in golf. That's going to be up the left-hand side. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Hole definitely sitting in the go zone. If you can hit your number, ball could get really close.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll hold steady at 7 over par. We come now to the instantly recognizable hole number 15. It's called Firethorn. Traditionally, it has been the second easiest hole on the course, behind only number 13. But it was lengthened in 2022 with an extra 20 yards added on, making that potential carry over the pond with a second shot that much tougher. No issues here. That is into the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Looking at the greatest second shot in golf, but don't let the beauty fool you. There is trouble everywhere.
Uh-oh. Now, that's not going to be close. It is into the pond, protecting the front of this par 5 15. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his 4th shot into this par 5. this going to wind up in the second cut? That one grabbed a little quickly, so more work than you're hoping for. Oh, my. Well, look, this hole has not been too kind. That was a terrific putt from that far out. Par 3 16th here at Augusta National, and so many of the most indelible moments in the history of the sport happen right here at this short par 3. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. This is a 13-footer. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain at plus 10. This par 4 17th at 440 yards, one of the most famous in the sport. This is where in 1986, Jack Nicklaus, at the age of 46, made the birdie putt. Vern Lundquist on the call. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway nota, this is second.
156 yards left. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Now, in my book, that's a good shot. You can really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
That one just going to sneak on by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, the difficulty here at the finishing hole, this famous 465-yard par 4 18th, is that you are coming out of a narrow chute off the tee, and it is steeply up the hill. Good drive, though, puts you in position to maybe make a birdie. Yeah, that one navigated beautifully through that narrow opening, and that is going to work out just fine. So now, up the hill, his second at 18. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And that will make this a final round score of 75. So, Frank, our golfer just could not get things going here in this final round, and it winds up a disappointing finish.
And hopefully it's not a bad habit too, because as we know, they normally give out trophies on Sundays, so you do not want to get in a habit of playing poorly on Sunday.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.